Hi everyone, this is Bobby from bn-games.com, and we're here doing another classic capture. Today we're playing Samurai Showdown 4 for the Neo-Geo CD.
Yeah, we actually got our hands on one.
And through the magic of editing, I've removed most of the extremely long load times.
Yeah, I guess we'll note that this isn't the CDZ with the faster loading times, just a standard top loader CD version. Believe it's a Japanese console.
Yes, and I should also note, I did say Samurai Showdown 4. In Japan, it's known as Samurai Spirits. And I'm playing this right now. This is actually my favorite Samurai Showdown game in the series. I think 4 is where,
4 is like still considered one of the best versions of it. I think 5 and definitely the last one on the Xbox are not as near as good as the originals.
Yeah, 4 was still true to the violent, slow, methodical nature. And I should also note, for a personal note, Samurai Showdown would be my second favorite fighting series, period.
Yeah, I would put it third in mine, maybe. Definitely one of the top.
Second only to Bobby's favorite series, Hello Kitty Death Island Extreme.
No, it's Barbie's Funhouse on the PlayStation 1. God, get it right.
Yeah, man.
Now,
fight over Ken.
So yeah, this is on the Neo-Geo CD. This is not the E word. Tim did pick up the console.
I actually went out and spent money and bought a console, and I still got to spend another $40 on a controller.
Yeah.
Definitely these things are not cheap. The games are pretty cheap compared to the AES.
Well, some of them.
Yeah. AES cartridges, at minimum run about $100 for almost any game. I think we picked up this one for about 16. No, we picked this one up for 20, and we got King of Fighters for 16.
Yeah, when you got the Neo-Geo CD, I was like, yep, Samurai Showdown. Wait, 4? Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We basically got this at a steal at Game Dudes for $150.
Game Dudes, if you're not aware, is a game collector store in
North Hollywood.
Yeah, that's called North
somewhere.
Hollywood.
Look
off of Sherman Way.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, definitely. Neo Geo is definitely one of my favorite systems. Even the Neo Geo Pocket has always been one of my favorites.
Should note that Neo Geo, if that name sounds familiar, not familiar with the console, because this is very rare and was not a mainstream console at any given point, even in Japan. Neo Geo is it's from SNK.
It's the home version of their arcade cabinets.
Exactly, and these are almost arcade perfect ports. Other than this one's a CD, and you have load times which are fairly horrible.
Yeah, because the MVS engine was the original arcade.
Yeah.
And then the AES was, it was practically the same thing, just smaller to fit in, people's homes. But
to clarify, the AES is actually another console that came out, which was cartridge-based, that had the same type of games.
Well, it was the exact same games.
Yes. And CD was designed to
cut costs.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then the CDZ was because this one was just so slow.
When we say slow, it's some load times were 30 seconds on some games.
Yeah, I don't mind the load times quite as much. Gotta say, Metal Slug itself, that one surprisingly loads pretty quick.
But back to Samurai Showdown.
Samurai Showdown.
I always want to call it Spirits to be accurate. It's a slower paced game. There's a lot of final strikes.
You get to use a sword.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point of it being a better game. The idea is you want to be. It's not like Street Fighter with huge combos and that kind of thing, or a lot of other fighting games. You want to hit your opponent and hit for massive damage, which is usually how these things turn out. You might get some chip damage using the lower buttons, but most of the time you want to just get that
strong attack,
just a strong strike. And some of them have some special moves, like the whirlwind will pick them up and drop them, and you can't take advantage of that because I would, typically I'd want to uppercut, into it. And then you do have some special attacks, but it's all really about timing.
This was also, I believe, one of the games that, it first started showing kind of like battle damage too, because as you can kind of tell, after a while, he'll start getting bloody.
Yeah, and that's another thing about this. It is a bloody game, but it's bloody.
It's
tasteful.
It's tasteful.
It's Quentin Tarantino tasteful.
Very bad example, Timmy. Very bad example.
Wow.
Pulp Fiction would disagree with that, but okay.
I was thinking more Kill Bill, but okay.
This right here is final battle. I'm not going to spoil it, but I get a really good final hit in. It is also not an easy game. Like I said, the AI is pretty ruthless if you just button mash. It's not a button masher on any level.
Well, I don't think there was any balance given to it after the arcade, because, obviously a lot of arcades, they're beefed up, so they want you to be pumping a whole bunch of quarters into them.
Yeah, and I'm still trying to kind of figure the controls out on the Neo-Geo CD controller. It's a little different than.
Yeah, there's no D-pad. You're just stuck to a joystick, which to me it seems to work very well. 4-button though, being there's no kind of shoulder buttons or separate buttons for shoulder like the Genesis. I don't know. That's the one thing that feels kind of weird, but I guess it's just because I'm so used to the PlayStation
and most Neo-Geo, most SNK fighting games on the arcade only had 4 buttons, a fifth sometimes. I can't think of any at the moment, but
Yeah, no, I can't think of any.
They weren't the 6-button configuration that Capcom and others had adopted.
Yeah.
But this game is what it is. It's expensive as all hell to get it to work, to get the console, and then obviously the game after the fact. It would easily set you back almost $300 typically.
Yeah, you look at eBay prices on Neo Geo systems. Systems alone can run $300 with a single controller, no game. So I literally feel like I got mine as steal.
Oh yeah. Well,
I've also had my friend look for me for a console in Japan, and he told me there they run about 170.
So even in native Japan, it's still expensive.
Yeah, it's actually an extremely popular system for not being mainstream.
But that's it is what it is. This is Samurai Showdown 4 for the Neo Geo CD. Probably my second favorite fighting game. Just death kill right there. Please subscribe and let us know what you think.
We need more games like this.
Thank you very much.